Hi, YouTube family. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture. Welcome to a Tuesday. It's not cute not knowing, and now we're going to know. But we're going to start off with a hug because I got a lot of stories to talk about. Did you guys have a nice holiday? I'm the type. I need off the day of the holiday. It is. I do. Barbecued, entertained, all that stuff. I woke up this morning like, oh, I need another day. I just need one more day. But I made it through the day. It was busy. It was a busy day, but I'm the type. I realized that about myself. I need another day. So many of you asking about the bead. It could be a nervous thing, but I think it helps me tell the stories better. Let's start digging in. Jimmy Allen, the African-American country star who took the country music world by storm. Dancing on Air, incredible career, great songs. I mean, woo, he was just turning into a superstar. Well, the minute these came out, because he never made it to be a true superstar, the allegations began. He's married to a black woman. They're having 3 kids. She's pregnant. And the first thing was like, why is she divorcing her husband and she's pregnant? This is her 3rd child. They got stair steps. Jimmy Allen has been accused by a white woman who was working for him of rape and abuse for over the course of 2 years. He says the relationship was consensual. And she mad because he broke it off. Well, Jimmy, she done ruined your career. And it's at your own doing. He's claiming that he's blackballed by the country music community. No, you in trouble. And you forgetting you don't have the complexion for the protection. And with these serious charges, you could be any complexion and not be welcomed. Jimmy, you got to stop blaming others for what you have done. Who knows if you'll ever be charged, but you are being sued. You got to be careful of how you're out here with these women, whether they black or white. I feel bad for his wife. Their home in Nashville is up for sale for millions of dollars. She'll probably get it because she has the majority of your kids. He also has an older child. But Jimmy Allen, it's not good to blame others. You're not being blackballed by the country music community at all. It's karma, and it's come back at you. Judge Joe Brown. Whew. Remember when he had his show? He was crazy. I know I'm supposed to stop saying crazy. He was different. Well, Judge Joe Brown is making headlines because he says that Ike Turner was his mentor. And he says, speaking of the passing of Tina Turner, Ike Turner was a hero for keeping Tina in check. Judge Joe Brown has been a certain way for some time. And I'm sorry for anyone who thinks it's okay for abuse or they're a hero or that a person, whether it's a man or a woman, should be kept in line. Y'all are sick and y'all need help. And Judge Joe Brown, I don't know why people keep interviewing you, but we see why. You will never be on TV again. Oscar winner Halle Berry. Boy, it's so many Halles. You got to make sure that you're saying the right one. Halle Berry got some good news. A judge has lowered her child support payments. With her first baby daddy, the model Gabriel Aubrey, their daughter is now 15. At one point, he was asking for $1 million a year to be a stay-at-home dad. Over a 10-year period, she paid an enormous amount of money. Now, I know people are going to say, it's time when to start paying. Some of these payments are out of line. Hers, what Tyrese has got to give to his ex-wife, they exceed. Because what if you don't continue to make that kind of money? What do you do then if the money is not there? With Halle Berry, the judge lowered it so that Gabriel Aubrey cannot get more than $100,000 a year. So he's still getting money. The girl is 15. I know Halle can't wait. Can't wait. This is the end of 18 and 21. Some places 18. It's like, we're done. But he can't get over $100,000 a year. Pastor Sarah Jake, she's Bishop T.D. Jake's daughter, and I love her ministry. I love what she talks about, and I love her honesty. She had a wig on, and it must have gotten mixed up with the mic because the wig slid off. Child, she took that wig off and kept on preaching. I said, go ahead, girl. Go ahead, girl. It's been trending. A lot of people have seen it, but she just goes to show you how real she is. I love Sarah Jakes. We got to keep our former first family in prayer. We're talking about former President Jimmy Carter, who was in hospice. He was a president in the 70s, and his wife, former First Lady Rosalynn Carter. At 95, she has been diagnosed with dementia. Clive Davis, the music mogul who discovered a Whitney Houston, a Janis Joplin, so many greats, Springsteen, Usher. He had hands in their careers and just is really a revered man in music. Clive Davis, he gives these Grammy parties the night before the Grammys. It's kind of like the party. They call it the best party of the year, and it's a who's who. The night of his party, and then the next night, the Grammys. Well, 1 year while he was doing his famous parties was the year that Whitney Houston died. Clive Davis discovered Whitney Houston. Clive knew that Whitney was dead upstairs, and he still continued with the party. Shaka Khan slammed him for that. But you got people dancing and having a good time. Meanwhile, Whitney Houston is dead upstairs. They couldn't get the body out until the party was over. Is Clive Davis going to talk about this in the documentary? How do you guys think about that? He went on with the party. Didn't cancel it out of respect for Whitney Houston. That party went on. He said, I love Whitney. I love Whitney. Really? The party still went on. Will this be a part of the documentary? You know me. I'm always the one asking these questions. Amy Robach and TJ Holmes. I'm so sick of them. They get ready to be put on the list. Now they're just doing things for publicity because they can't get jobs. They were recently spotted having dinner Memorial Day. Amy can't keep her hands off of TJ. Both of these clowns, and they're clowns, the both of them are still married to their partners. You can do single people stuff. Now, when you're married, do what you want. When you're not, do what you want. But Amy, you still married. TJ, you still married. Amy, you went from being a respected journalist to, nah, you're not going to get a job. Not the kind of job you want because you're not going to be respected. And TJ, I keep saying, now if you go back to BET, you know they're not going to hire Amy. Simon Cowell, America's Got Talent, returns to NBC. And yes, he looks different. He does, because he went and got all these face fillers. Thing about face fillers, you can't get them removed. You have to wait until they dissolve. So what's happening? They're kind of like dissolving in his face. And it looks, his face looks. Simon was such a good looking man when he was on American Idol. You got to be careful so that you do not mess up your face. I did so many stories today. Did I mention Erykah Badu is joining the cast of The Piano Lesson? It's coming to Netflix with Samuel L. Jackson, John David Washington. It was on Broadway. Well, now it's coming to Netflix, and this is what you need to know. It's a Denzel Washington family event. He's producing. His son, Malcolm Washington, is directing it. The daughter, she's one of the executive producers, but they got Erykah Badu. She has joined the cast of The Piano Lessons. I love to hear from you, so please leave a comment. Thanks so much for supporting. Really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss anything. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video, and please leave a comment. It's not cute not knowing, and now you know. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture.